Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for the weekly update. Let's hope that this is the only time I have to record this. So, yeah, first things first, few things. I got a new webcam. It is a Logitech C920 or something. It's a 1080p webcam. And I've spent a while trying to get it to work. The main problem I'm having is that the Logitech webcam software that you download for it to work with is a piece of garbage. So I'm using Microsoft's like default camera software that I've been using my old laptop, except on Windows 10 it's completely different. Obviously, you can't manually select your microphone, so I had to disable the microphone on this thing, and so that I can enable my Yeti. And so the test worked, which means that it probably isn't working now, but we'll see. Also, it's a completely different angle, so it's going to be very hard for me to actually make eye contact with you guys. I'm trying to do it at eye level, but the preview is down here, and that's where I do most of my talking. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, it's 1080 now, so you can see my terrible facial hair in more HD than you probably wanted. It has autofocus so that it actually focuses on things. I wish I could be like that. And yeah, so that's that. For those of you who are still trying to not spoil themselves for the upcoming Let's Play starting this week, this is your last warning. You can come back to this update afterwards. You have 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Let's talk about him. Dark Dawn is over. Last 2 episodes went up yesterday. I'm so happy it's finally over. I do not regret doing the Let's Play, but I think my time could have been better spent doing other things. It's a relief. It's a relief. And I started recording my next Let's Plays. Again, spoilers, but Paper Mario 1000 Year Door and Wind Waker HD. I recorded 1 episode of 1000 Year Door so far, which starts tomorrow. The intro will go up in the afternoon, and the regular time slot will be episode 1. The same thing for Tuesday, the first episode of Wind Waker. So I only recorded 1 episode of 1000 Year Door so far because I didn't have time to do more episodes in that day. But when I started recording Wind Waker, I had time, and I'm now 6 episodes in, or something like that. I'm having so much fun. Oh god, is 2 of my favorite games of all time. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. I'm trying to catch a Meowth right now, and that's just more important than you guys, because Pokemon generally don't show up at my house with Go, so like when they do, I have to drop everything. There's supposedly a community day going on either today or something where you can catch Ampharos. Not Ampharos, Marip, but I don't know. Nothing ever happens by me. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm having really good time with both of them. So the style for Wind Waker, what it's going to be is 100% aside from the figurines. I'm not going to bother with that. A, because that just takes forever to do, and there's no reward for it. And B, with Miiverse dead, it's going to make a lot of the like harder things really annoying to get a hold of. So, still going to get all the other items in the game. So there's that. As for Paper Mario, I'm probably going to try to get all the shards and all the badges. We'll see. That game I'm just going to be focusing mostly on the story. I'm obviously going to get everything that I can wherever I am, but I'm going to be doing all the Trouble Center things, obviously the Pit of 100 Trials. We'll see where it goes, but I think you guys are going to be really happy. I have like a drive and a passion to do these, and it's going to be good stuff. It's going to be really good stuff. I'm excited. The end slate of Wind Waker is going to be like my previous Zelda Let's Plays, where I go, it's just like a list of the items that you got in the episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at any episode of Majora's Mask or the Oracle games, where at the end it just shows it just shows like item, like heart piece 1 get by doing this. So yeah. Also this past week, I've been like super motivated to draw, and it's been really, really nice. So I did a whole bunch of physical drawing, a whole bunch of digital drawing. We'll start with the physical here just because I have the papers. First thing I wanted to do is that Ray at one point asked me to do like a JoJo style Sephiroth, so I wanted to try that, so I think it came out pretty well if the camera will focus. You want to focus? No, it doesn't want to focus. Of course, the one time I wanted to actually, like, this is the use I have for the camera is that, there we go. So, I really like the detail and like the sharp angular lines of the JoJo characters and stuff. I think it works out particularly well. And, as like, that was like a, I don't know, 20, 30 minute doodle. As a shorter thing, I tried drawing Genova as a stand. It's not as good. It'd be like, the reason why it's at an angle is because it'd be like, I don't know. Anyway, the kind of Genova as a stand. I didn't really put much detail into it, but I don't know. Stands are very weird to draw. Another thing that I drew was my continuing efforts to draw the Breath of the Wild champions. Made here Daruk. We'll have a, come on, focus. There we go. We'll have a digital, I'll show you a digital version later, but this is like just a start to that. I think it went pretty well. Also, I was earlier in the week, Misei showed off, I think last week she posted a picture of Kokichi from Danganronpa version 3, and this week she showed a picture that she did of Rantaro, and between the two, or after she showed the Kokichi, I wanted to like get into doing Danganronpa style things, so I did a digital thing of Chiaki, but I also did just like quick sketches of, come on, focus, there we go, of Kirigiri, the ultimate detective lady, and Sonya Nevermind from Danganronpa 2. So, come on, you can do this. You can do it, camera. I'm gonna have to coach the camera every time to focus, but yeah. So, I used to be extremely bad at the Danganronpa style. I'm not like perfect at it yet still, but I'm getting better, and that makes me happy because there's a lot of good characters I want to draw from those games. But finally, let's just get my Twitter up that I should have had on before, honestly. So I did a few digital drawings this week. One second. First one, as I said, was, let me just get it up here. Come on. It doesn't want to load, and I really hate when Twitter, like mobile Twitter, is just like, eh. The first one was Chiaki Nanami. See, that focused fast. Chiaki Nanami. So that was like a basic sketch I did. I decided to color it in because why not? Then I did then I did line work on it, which came out exceptionally well, in my opinion. I know, like, it's not perfect. There's problems, but like, that was some of the best line work I've had, like in a drawing. So that was really nice, and it's actually nice that I can actually show this, and it's not like all blurry. Like a flat color version, which honestly could have been like the end of a drawing. Like that's pretty good too. It also looked interesting with no lines in it. I don't know why there was like a pink. I don't know how the pink got there, but it got there. It made it look interesting. And final version. Come on, you can focus on that. I give you permission. Fine, her face. There we go. Don't do that. Yeah, so there's a final version. I did that over the course of a day, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. Also, as a post to that, I had forgotten her little hair clip there. She has like a little Galaga thing, so I put that on later. That also, it actually, again, speaking to toot my own horn, that clip looks like I just took a little PNG of something and stuck it on, but no, I drew that. Yeah. I drew all this stuff. So that was really cool. I really had a lot of fun drawing that. And let's see. The other thing that I did, the other things, one sec, was I finished up that Daruk drawing in the same style that I did the Urbosa one the previous week. So there's our champion Daruk. And I also had a commission that, let me see if I can actually find it. There it is. Commission of Kiyosoma from Fruits Basket. Come on, there we go. So that was that. If you've never watched Fruits Basket, the characters here, come on, you got this. Got this, camera. You got this. No, I can't find camera. I saved it. There we go. So the characters, aside from the main character, are all like cursed by the zodiac. So he becomes like a cat when girls hug him. It's a thing. So I also gave him like a little Neko ears. So there's that. But yeah, that was commission. So yay. Actually getting commissions. Speaking of that, with all the other drawings I've did good. I opened up a store in Redbubble. You can get shirts, stickers, journals of my drawings. With the Chiaki one, since I've been like using large canvases now to draw things, I was actually able to zoom out the Chiaki one so that on some of the shirts it's just like it cuts off at her neck, like it doesn't have her head, and the arms cut off at her arms, so like it's just a Chiaki torso, so it's like discount cosplay. There's a male and a female version, you know, whatever I'm not gonna judge. Yeah, so in my videos now I'm gonna put the link to Redbubble with all the other links at the bottom, in case you guys want to buy stuff. I know what the prices are there. I don't really set the prices. I get a little cut. But if you guys want to buy stuff, the stickers are there. You know, they're probably the cheapest thing for you to get. But you can get like prints, wall clocks, posters, a duvet cover, duvet, D-U-V-E-T. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's the big bed comforter. You can get a giant picture of Chiaki Nanami to cover your bed comforter. And I don't see how your money could be, better spent. So yeah, look forward to that. So all my like big drawings are going to be there. I might put little stuff that's just going to be stickers. There's currently the Goompapa emote is there as a sticker, so you can check that out. But yeah, as for other stuff, I got a thing from Christy this week. I had a whole load of code cards, but most importantly, she went around PAX and did something I was not expecting. So I got this in the mail. She went to a whole load of YouTubers, the ones that I'm familiar with, and the ones that some of them I'm friends with at this point, and told them about the fact that I dislike Poplio. And I was actually going to have little poppers that she sent me here for the video, but I forgot, I'm sorry. We should probably also have an alpaca in the video. Isn't it nice that we're having the front, like the front view again? Hasn't been like that for a while. Although now you can't see my artwork over here. Oh no, I guess I'm going to have to put it on there. But yeah, so she went around telling everybody that I didn't like Poplio and asking them to write something. So in order of what we have over here, at the top here, Adobe, please embrace poor Poplios from Christy. From Ben, it just wants a hug. John wrote in the corner, I tried to stop this. And Christy just wrote, no you didn't. From Chugga, just honk its nose. Honk it. From Tom Fox, how dare you hate the Clown Prince? From Jenny, Fetch Games. How can you resist his face? From Say over here. I was talking to her about it. She said, when Christy showed her, she's like, can I write a whole paragraph? I said, Dovey, how dare you? Rowlet is bitter. But Poplio is still a good boy. Look at his sad face. Have you no soul? I will keep judging you. With a little angry face there. From Quap Tweeter, from Charlie, I might be a Rowlet man, but for Arceus' sake, girls love Poplio. From Proton John, Dovey, that's animal cruelty. Love the pop. NCS wrote, Dovey, whatever happens, Poplio loves you. You know, in the Great Ball. Love you, dude. Josh Jepson, what the heck was the what? He's a lovely being. Lugajin at the bottom here. He's a good water doggo, and you better be nice to him. And over here, the last two that I really didn't expect. It's the first time I'm having like a real interaction with these guys through someone else, and it's over Poplio. But Stephen George and Mal George. So Mal wrote, Dovey, it's too cute. My favorite comment though is what Stephen wrote. Dovey, please love this Diglett. It has feet. But anyway, thank you again, Christy. I got a really nice laugh out of this, and honestly, like, I don't know, seeing Stephen George and Mal there, I've come to respect them a lot more over the years. I really want to meet them one day. I need to see how tall Stephen is in person, because there aren't many tall people that I can physically look up to, and he is one of them from what I've heard, and I need to experience that. Also, he's a nice person, but yeah. So this is a thing, and I was going to hanging that up. But yeah, so that's it for the update. So yeah, this past week was weird. It had like a lot of high points. There was some, I don't want to get into it, but there's been some crap going around the internet. As not getting into it, but to not be vague about it. It's about Channel Awesome and some of the people involved. And it really, really rocked me with just some of the things that are coming out. And I'm stopping there because I don't have anything constructive to add to that. The only thing I will end off on, and the high points is obviously just the drawing motivation and stuff. Like, you guys are really giving me like a lot of motivation and a lot of support, and I really appreciate that, because like I spent a very long time. I'll get into the message I was trying to do. I spent a very long time just enjoying my own artwork, but thinking that I was just garbage at it. And like once I started really practicing and finding things that I was actually good at drawing, using references, which I really thought that like a while ago, I used to think that using references just made you like, it was almost as bad as tracing over stuff. Which again, if you're practicing, tracing isn't good. Just like, you know, there's levels of what you can say your art is. And I don't want to get into a conversation about like what is and isn't your work. But I don't think that references should have any sort of stigma attached to it, because everybody uses references. I mean, like, the great painters didn't draw from memory. They used models and still lifes and things. Like, that's just how it works. Yeah, so, like, I just spent time using the references, trying to get things, and, you know, I'm not, like, as good as people, let's say, like, Sakimi-chan. Nowhere near that. But I'm trying, and I'm learning little things, and I really appreciate just like all this stuff, all the support that you guys give. And I'm glad that I can, that you guys are enjoying the stuff that I'm making as well. Like, I'm glad that I'm enjoying the stuff, even though, like, it's weird. I see the pictures, I'm like, wow, that's really good, Dovey. And then when I'm not looking at the picture, I have this image in my mind's eye that's like a much worse version of whatever the actual picture is, and I start thinking, oh, it's actually terrible, this wrong and that wrong, and I look back at it, I'm like, wait, it doesn't have any of those things. So, like, my brain is actively trying to tell me that I'm bad at this, but I'm fighting it. Anyway, what I was trying to say before I rudely interrupted myself is that it's really important for you to be the person that you make yourself out to be. I know that sounds weird, but like, you know, if you try to inculcate a persona of being an inclusive person, or being a good person, or being a person that tries to promote the welfare of other people, in your personal dealings, if you don't do that, if your public persona and private persona are not the same thing, or they're not in sync, then that completely destroys everything that you try to do. And at some point, that's going to come out, and it's going to destroy everything you've worked for. Even if, like, you really believe in the work that you've done, if you're not that person, then it's not going to amount to anything, and it's just going to do more damage than it does good. And that's already being vague on the Channel Awesome thing, but what I'm trying to say is, I like to think that I'm the person inside that I say that I am outside. I try to tell you guys that you're awesome, and that life is worth living, and that I believe in you, and I do. And I really hope that you guys can still trust me on that, because it's very hard. It's very hard to maintain trust when, like, you just keep hearing thing after thing about this person that you thought was something actually being a monster, or that person just not being the person that you thought. That, like, so many, and not just with this, but just in general in the world, it's hard to maintain faith of the people that you look up to. So, you know, it's just going to be my continuing mission to try to keep that going, and be the person internally that I try to tell you guys that I am externally. So I hope that I can keep that up, and I hope that you guys can believe in the me that believes in me. That's not how the quote goes. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I know this is a longer vlog. Hopefully it recorded. I'm going to be so upset if the audio didn't record. Next week is going to be a longer vlog. I'm going to start off with with the regular stuff, but next week we're going to be talking about the fact that this Thursday, the 19th, will be the 5-year mark from when I got my spinal surgery and started the recovery process for the cancer that I've been fighting. 5 years, guys. You know, I was talking to my dad about it. I'm not gonna go into a whole conversation. I was talking to my dad, but he mentioned that, like, with cancer, you know, they mention a 5-year survival rate. That once you reach that 5-year point, like, there's a difference between, you know, being a survivor and being a long-term survivor at that point. So I get goosebumps thinking about it. Anyway, before I start tearing up over here thinking about that, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for your love and support, and stay awesome. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.